Hey everyone. I'm gonna get started here with um, pulling some cards in terms of energy for the week and like what particular chakras folks need to work on. So we're going to start with air signs here. Let's ask for our ancestor spirit guides to give us some clear, accurate messages on what we need to work on. So the first one that came out is the Lemurian court. Um, and what it's asking you to build is patience. And so this really falls in line with a reading that I'm going to release later this week. It looks like this. It's a court. It's really pretty. This is also with the crown chakra as well. So for air signs, if you're getting up in your head and feeling like you're not on the right path, or you're feeling like when are these things coming in, reminding yourself that you need to kind of move a little bit out of that crown energy, getting back into some of the lower chakras, reminding yourself like the things that you're doing are right on target. I'm going to release another reading that I did this past weekend, and it fits right with this energy with this Lemurian quartz, talking about building patience. And so some of the things that are happening in this season, especially this month, if you are an air sign, this is the time to start planting some seeds, especially if you have projects in mind that you're thinking about working on. Continue to work on those seeds, nurture them so that they germinate and grow. This will be really important because we're trying to build more harvests for things that are coming in. And I have more on that. I'll release that reading. I think I'm going to release it on Wednesday. But it's really also around your own sacred healing. So, continuing to nurture your health, but also continuing to nurture the project's creativity, all those things, is going to be really important air signs for this week, but also the month coming up. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? So, so that's air signs. I'm going to get into, let's do water signs next. I'm not pulling other cards yet. I'm just doing kind of a read for a week, just to see energy wise what folks need to be doing. So we're gonna get into water signs. Like, what do you need to know? What do you need to work on? So, for water signs, you need to work on opening the door. So, um, what that reads to me is you're not allowing opportunities to come in. This is definitely solar plexus, so that's a little bit under the stomach there. So when I think of this particular color, like wearing citrine or something like that would be really helpful. Um, but yeah, you need to allow access for whatever you're trying to work in or manifest, or just in general, if you're in a transition right now, allow yourself to kind of roll with those transitions. Don't necessarily fight it, but also be open to what you think you may want versus what may happen. The universe has like its own plan for you. And so by opening the door is allowing whatever to happen and to roll in to take course. So, water signs, this is what would be really good for you this week. For solar plexus, um, you could wear like stones or listen to music that's in that house or in that frequency. There's also some yoga postures that you could do around solar plexus work that could be really helpful. So I'm gonna do fire signs after water. So we're gonna do fire signs after water signs. So just kind of get a clear, accurate message. That so water signs, carnelian. This is sacral energy. Um, so something that I may recommend to you if you are a fire sign, like you may need to dance, open the hips, allow more energy to kind of flow into the hips, the other parts of the root or the chakras. And the reason why is because you need to move your body so that you can open that creativity portal and to feed it. So, creativity is also connected to our ability, our spiritual abilities, right? So, if we're able to move our body, and also open up that portal, um, we're able to also continue to feed ourselves. I would also recommend if there's a creative practice that kind of helps you kind of get out of whatever frequency that you're in. Thank you so much for the gift. If there's an activity that helps you kind of allow you to ground into the work, this would be a really good opportunity. I think dance would be a really great like embodiment practice for this week that would really help you, fire signs. So yes, you're being asked, get creative because that's going to open up your flow for a lot of things, and including abundance, other work as well. I'm going to do last signs, earth signs, and we'll kind of go from there. So let's see what the cards have. Ancestors, spirit guides. What do earth signs need to do to speak in terms of their energy, kind of practice, or what do they need to open up or work on? Clear out your messages. Okay. So turquoise. So earth signs, you need to work on your throat chakra. When we don't communicate what we need or exercise it, that also affects your health. So you're being asked to prioritize your health and figure out what are your needs, what are some of the things that you need to do within your body to honor your health. Um, and if that may be meaning like movement, or is it altering your nutrition so that you are feeling better balanced? But I would recommend if you're not using your throat chakra, think about where that energy is being stored elsewhere because you're not articulating about your health. Um, so, earth signs, I want you to journal. What can you do to start to also build care for yourself in this coming week? Hi everyone. I'm not doing yes no questions right now. I'm just pulling energy read cards for folks for the week. So yeah. Um, air signs is crown chakra, water signs solar plexus this week, and then it was fire signs sacral, and earth signs throat. So pretty much some really like deep channels of what's going on. So yeah. does anyone have questions about like their own energy and maybe what they're experiencing this week? Um, are you guys creating care for yourself? Um, and if so, what are you doing? Yeah, because you do need to take care of your health because that also really dictates a lot of other things coming in for you. And that might cool. And collectively, you all just need to take action. So if you're feeling blocked, um, if there's something that is not going right, or you're feeling like things aren't moving. Hi, I'm just doing more an energy read and what folks need to do around their health. Um, if you're just feeling like stuck and things aren't really moving, you're just being called to take action. So get out of your head, get out of flight or fight, start to put down some notes and think about what are some of the things that you can move forward with taking action. Okay. Um, I'm probably going to come back on Wednesday and I think I'll pull some love oracles. And um, I will be releasing on Wednesday a reading special for the month of October. So if there's some of you who are also struggling financially, like this is a great time to get a reading in. So I will be making that available for folks as well. So tune in on Wednesday. I will pull some more cards and we'll go from there. You guys have a great start of the week.